Internet! My name is Abby and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program on Wings. The Duna landing mission is over and so it's now time to begin the next project. We do have already a contract that is perfect for our next project, as we do have to extract 900 units of ore from Minmus, and so our next project will be a mining operation on the surface of a different celestial body. However, before we can fly out to Minmus, we need to construct our mining spacecraft, and today I like to try out something new, as I like to include the construction process of our mining spacecraft. And well, I like to use the 3-man capsule for the mining spacecraft, and well, we need a docking port so that we can deliver the ore to a different spacecraft or even a space station. And this would be a great idea because at some point we need to build a new orbital station around Minmus, and so my idea is to build a new space station around Minmus that has the ISRU converter, so that this space station can then be used to convert the ore to different resources. But well, before we can do this, we need to land on the surface of Minmus and begin our mining operation. And so yeah, let's continue with the construction of our mining spacecraft. I like to add a heat shield, because maybe at some point our Kerbonauts like to return back to Kerbin, and so yeah, a heat shield would be useful. And of course they also need some parachutes, and I like to use these radial mounted parachutes, and I like to add 2 of them. And well, these parachutes stick out a bit too much, so it's time to use this useful function. And yeah, I just like to bring them in a bit, like this. I think this looks good. Whoa, wrong direction. I think this looks really good. So yeah, we do have the most important parts for our capsule. We do have a docking port, we do have a heat shield, we do have parachutes. And well, for the purpose of docking, I think it could be quite useful. Well, no. I just want to have one light, to have a light on our spacecraft so that we can see where we will dock to. And yeah, so I think I will add it maybe up here. Maybe this is a good point, I'm not quite sure. Well, I hope. Yeah, it should be protected by the heat shield. So this is good. And yeah, now we do have a light, and now we can move on with the construction of our new spacecraft. Next up we need the a decoupler, and well, you can add the decoupler here and then you get this additional fairing, but I don't really like this fairing, and so I prefer to add the decoupler over here. Well, so the heat shield sticks out a bit, but I think this gives still the spacecraft a little bit a cleaner look. And yeah, so I prefer the, well, this inner connection point. And yeah, now we need to add some more functionality to our mining spacecraft. And so at first I like to add the new service bay, so that we can put some batteries in there and maybe some RCS fuel or some monopropellant fuel tanks. And here then the most important thing is that we need a holding tank. And yeah, well, we do have 2 types of holding tanks. We have the large holding tank, where we can store 1500 units of ore, or we can use the small holding tank, and there we can store only 300 units of ore. And so we would need to add, 3 of them in order to extract the 900 units of ore. And I think I will go for the large holding tank, as it has the exact same height as the smaller ones. And yeah, so I think this is the better choice. And yeah, then we also need some fuel to land and to lift off from Minmus, and I think I will go, well, normally I would use the Rockomax X200-8 fuel tank, but I think because we will then have some ore in our holding tank and the whole spacecraft is quite heavy, I will use the larger fuel tank. And well, finally we need an engine, and I like to use the Poodle engine because I think that's the most efficient one for this type of operation. And yeah, now I'm a little bit concerned about the dimensions of the spacecraft, as it has to land on Minmus, and yeah, I'm not quite sure if this will then be, well, in the danger of tipping over. But yeah, I think we can still land this, as gravity on Minmus is pretty low, and I will use these very heavy landing struts. I like to add 4 of them, so let me add them over here. And how does this look? Yeah, I think this could work. I think the stance is wide enough so that it won't tip over. Well, at least as long as we are not landing on a slope. But I have no intention to land on a slope, so I think this is okay. So I can retract them. And yeah, then mining operation. So we need the Drill-O-Matic, the mining excavator. And well, the thing has a mass of 0.75, so it's quite heavy, and well, because it has a demand for 15 electric charge per second, I would like to take only 1 with me, but because of its mass, I don't think that this is really possible, because then I think it could be a little bit problematic to keep the spacecraft stable, and so I think I have to install 2 of them. And yeah, I think I will add them here. How does this look when I... Okay, then I would be landed, and if I deploy the drill... And yeah, I don't think that I will have both drills running at the same time, but it could be good to have a backup drill, and yeah, I think this is okay. This is really good. So yeah, then 15 what was it, 15? Yeah, 15 electric charge per second. So in theory, the Gigantor XL solar array should have enough, or should generate enough electric charge to keep 1 drill running, but I used the 2 of them on my ore examinator. I think I called it the ore examinator, and well, this thing was running all the time out of electric charge, so that's maybe another reason why I like to have only 1 of the drills running at the same time. And okay, now we can yeah, I think I will add it over here at the service bay. Okay, yeah, I think this looks good. I think this looks really good. So, then, oh dear, we need... I think I will use one of these advanced inland stabilizers instead of the advanced reaction wheel module. And yeah, now we can put some things into our service bay. And as I said, I like to have this reaction wheel, and we also need some batteries. So where are the batteries? Here, I like to use this one. And how many can I fit in there? Yeah, I think this is okay. This is okay. And well, then we also need some monopropellant fuel tanks. Where are the... No, not these. Can I... Okay, it's a little bit full, so I think I will use 2 of these. If I add 2 of them, can I then? Yeah, I can still close the service bay. This is good. That's really good. Okay, so we have these important tools in there. This is good. I would like to protect the solar arrays as well, but I don't think that this is possible. That's sad. That's really sad. Okay, so I can close this again. What else do we need? We need our RCS thruster blocks, and where will I add them? I think I will add 4 of them over here. Well, maybe like this. I hope this is okay. I hope this is enough in order to perform a docking maneuver. I think I have to raise them a bit, like... Yeah, this looks good. Now they are aligning with these lines, or with the construction of our large holding tank. This is good. And here... Oh, maybe I should... I'm not quite sure, but... I should add just a surface scanning module. This would be interesting to max altitude 1000 meters. Yeah, I think this would be good to get a reading about the place or our location where we landed on for our mining operation. And well, at first I wanted... No. I just like to have one antenna. I like to an antenna to my spacecraft, just in the case that I like to transmit something. And... okay, can I fit this thing in there? Could be possible. Yeah, I could add this there. This would be good. Yeah, so I can scan my landing position or my landing site for the abundance of ore. This is good. This is really good. Okay, yeah. I think this is our first... yeah, I think this is our first mining spacecraft. So now mining lander Mark 1. Well, not a perfect name, but I think it will get the job done. And yeah, so I can save it. And now the next and last thing is to add some boosters to our mining lander Mark 1 so that we can launch it to space. And well, I think I will do this off camera, and then I will see you again on the launch pad. So here we are on the launch pad, and the 3 Kerbonauts who will fly on this mission are Henler, Sidrim and Obtop. Obtop is very important for this mission as he is an engineer, and engineers can increase the performance of the mining excavator, and so he will play an essential role once we will begin the mining operation on the surface of Minmus. Off camera I have added my standard space launch system to the mining lander Mark 1, and because we are dealing with a heavy payload, I have added a 3rd solid fuel booster to it. Moreover, I have improved a little bit the design of the mining lander Mark 1 by adding a landing light over here and adding 2 lights to the side of it to make it look a little bit more interesting. Although the standard space launch system is powerful enough to bring the mining lander Mark 1 into orbit, it's not powerful enough to allow a direct flight out to Minmus, and so we have to rendezvous with the science station at first in order to refuel the 2nd stage, which we will use for our trans-Minmus burn. Okay, I think we are now ready for liftoff, and so I can adjust the throttle, enable SAS, and in 3, 2, 1... and liftoff! Another flawless liftoff from the launchpad at Kerbal Space Center, and right now the 3 solid fuel boosters are doing most of the work as the liquid engine is throttled way down. And yeah, now we can begin our gravity turn, and I hope I can do this as efficient as possible, because as I said, the standard space launch system is powerful enough to bring this mining lander Mark 1 into orbit. But yeah, we have to refuel it, and so it would be good to do the launch as efficient as possible. Okay, now we are doing our gravity turn, and soon the solid fuel boosters will run out of propellant, and then we can jettison them and throttle our liquid fuel engine way up in order to compensate the lack of power of the 3. Okay, now it's time to separate from the solid fuel boosters. Okay, to compensate their lack of power. And okay, now we are on a good way into space. And yeah, now I need to get back on track. I need to turn over to the 45-degree mark, and well, to bring also our trajectory a little bit over, as we drifted a little bit to the north during the initial phase of our ascent. And okay, now the rocket begins to stabilize. This is good, this is really good. Okay, we are now on a good way into space. Henler is enjoying the ride, Sidrim and Obtop are scared, but I think as soon as they are in orbit, they will enjoy their ride, and they will be really happy to be back in space again. Okay, very good, very good. Looking really good. Okay, we are approaching the 40-kilometer mark, so I will turn over a bit more. The thing is getting a little bit wobbly, as the lower part, the central core stage, is running out of fuel and is getting lighter and lighter. But soon we will be able, or we have to jettison it, and then we can use our second stage. Okay, everything is looking very good. Okay, now we are out of fuel. We can now jettison the central core booster, and now it's time to continue the burn just a little bit with the second stage. Yeah, now we can switch over to the orbit map, and here I like to bring the carbon apoapsis to 100 kilometers. Looking good, looking really good. And 100 kilometers, very good. So we are a little bit ahead of the science station, and well, I can now set this as my target. We are off by 1 degree, but I hope we can fix this. Okay, now I like to add a maneuver, and can I already do something to get closer to it? Not really. So because we are because we are ahead of it, I need to insert myself at best into a higher orbit. So carbon apoapsis of 176 kilometers sounds good, sounds really perfect. Okay, it will be a longish burn, and well, at first I can begin to transfer some fuel from the mining lander over to our second stage. And okay, well, it's a quite long burn, and I have to begin it soon. Oh dear, oh dear. This will be exciting. This will be really exciting. Okay, getting closer. And around 50 seconds, I will begin with a burn. Okay, and here, Henler, Sidrim and Obtop are now happy. Very good, very good. Okay, now it's time for the burn. Here we go, here we go. Now we can insert our mining lander Mark 1 into an orbit around Kerbal. And well, aside from the slides I've added to the mining lander Mark 1, I've also added a few action groups to make it a little bit easier. So I do have an action group to deploy the solar arrays, and I do have also an action group to switch on these lights. And well, as you can see, they have a blue color, and I hope this will look amazing once we are on the surface of Minmus and we are doing our mining operation, and yeah, I think that's really great. But right now I will switch them off again, and well, maybe they are also useful for the time once we are in the shadow of our celestial body, or better, once we are in the shadow of Kerbin, because here then we can at least see our spacecraft. And well, as you can see, we are still performing our orbit insertion burn, and we are using quite a lot of the fuel of the second stage, because here we are dealing with a very heavy payload. And well, in this case it's really necessary to rendezvous with the science station at first. And well, of course I could have also launched on a more powerful booster, but this would then increase the launch costs, and I think it's better to just grab the fuel from the science station and to launch as well another refueling mission to the, or a fuel delivery mission to the science station, instead of wasting so much money on a much more powerful space launch system. Okay, and now we are in space, and I can refuel again the second stage. Very good. Okay, and yeah, carbon apoapsis of 175 kilometers, and once we are over there and I am performing a maneuver, can I then... No, I'm not able to... But yeah, I think I will do something like this. I like to get into a higher orbit to allow the science station to catch up with us. And yeah, now as we are in space, we can deploy our huge solar arrays, and I also like to switch on the lights, because soon we will experience orbital sunset, and then it would be good to still be able to see our spacecraft. Okay, and yeah, Henler, Obtop and Sidrim are now happy, and wow, they can enjoy an amazing view down to Kerbin. That's really amazing, that's really great. And wow, that's cool, that's really cool. Okay, now we need to orbit around a bit. Now we need to, yeah, continue our orbit around Kerbin in order to get closer to our next maneuver, so that we can prepare the rendezvous with our space station. And yeah, look at this is amazing, this is cool. I like this color, I like this cold bluish color, this is really amazing. This is good, I think that's perfect for a mining operation on the surface of Minmus. And okay, now I need to turn my spacecraft around. And okay, here we are. So now it's time for the next burn. And cut the engine, very good. So, where do we need to perform our next burn so that we can rendezvous with our science station? Okay, there we are getting no, I did something wrong over here. So I will try this again at maneuver. And, okay, there we are getting closer. And, okay, this is still not enough. Closer. Okay, what happens if we add one orbit? Okay, yeah, one orbit then. We are still having our inclination, so I think we need to fix the inclination at first. Okay, an inclination of 1 degree. I think I like to add a maneuver over here and at the descending node. So let's fix this. 0.2, 0.1. Okay, no inclination, very good. So, the next maneuver will come up in 15 minutes. And soon we will experience orbital sunrise. That's amazing, that's so amazing all the time. And yeah, our 3 carbonauts are in awe. This is great, this is really great. Okay. Now we will fly above Kerbal Space Center. This is great, this is really great. 1 orbit ago we launched from there, and yeah, this is amazing. So we have now completed our first orbit around Kerbin with our with our mining lander Mark 1. And I really like it. I really like the shape of it. It's cool. It's really cool. And okay. Now let us look into our service bay. I really like this. I really like this that we can store so many things in there, and they are protected against the heat of the launch and so on. And well, I'm really too high. Okay, and well, we can see at least our position. This is amazing. And well, unfortunately we are a little bit too high, but I'm excited to see or to test this once we are on the surface of Minmus. And okay, what about the rendezvous with the space station? There we are still. Can we... Okay, it's really taking some time to catch up with us. So if we add another orbit to it, can I... Oh dear. Once I move this, okay, this is bad. Okay, now it's working. Yeah, like this. 5 kilometers. 5 kilometers sounds good. Can we get this a little bit closer? 5.1. 4.7. This is good. 4.6. 4.6. Okay, yeah, I think we can trim our trajectory once we are getting closer to this. But I think this episode is long enough, so with this beautiful view from space down to Kerbal Space Center, I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode when we rendezvous with our science station and when we will fly out to Minmus to begin our first mining operation on the surface of a different celestial body. In this case, until next time, my name is Zabby. See you!